Welcome back to math. Let's do the practice problems for section 4 on percents. Problem 1 asks us to convert to decimal format 2/5. Well, decimals are based on multiples of 10, so if I had this with a denominator of 10, I would be all set. So let's multiply by 2 over 2 so that I will get 10 as a denominator. That's 5 times 2, 10 on the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. 4/10 is 4/10. I could have also just divided 2 divided by 5 and I would still get 4/10. Problem 2, convert to a decimal format 56%. Well, remember the standard rule is to remove the percent sign and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. It's understood that the decimal point is there since we don't have it explicitly written out, so 2 places to the left, 56 hundredths. Problem 3, convert to decimal format 100%. So the same rule applies. We're going to take off the percent sign and we're going to move the decimal point, understood to be here, 2 places to the left. That makes it 1. Problem 4 asks us to convert 75% to a fraction format and simplify if possible. Well, 75%, that's 75 per hundred, 75 hundredths. We can simplify that because there's a factor of 25 in both of those. 75 is 25 times 3. 100 is 25 times 4. Dividing these out, eliminating them, canceling them, leaves us with 3/4. Problem 5 asks us to convert 9.37 to a fraction format and simplify if possible. Well, if you just read that correctly, instead of saying 9.37, let's say 9 and 37 hundredths, and write 9 and 37 hundredths. There's no common factors, so that's as simplified as possible. Problem 6 would like us to convert 90% to a fraction format and simplify. 90% is 90 per hundred, and that also has some common factors. It's got a common factor of 10. 90 is 10 times 9, 100 is 10 times 10. If we eliminate those, we're left with 9/10. Problem 7 would like us to convert 1.5 to a percent format. And let's go to a decimal first and then to a percent. The 1 over 2, or 1 divided by 2, is 0.5, so we can just change 1.5 to 1.5. That's the same as 1.5. And now our rule is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. There aren't 2, so we add a 0, 1, 2, and add the percent sign, 150%. Problem 8 asks us to convert this fairly long decimal to a percent format. But all we do is move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. That leaves us with 32.756%. Problem 9 asks us to convert this fraction 2/5 to a percent format. We'll start by converting it to a decimal. So 2 ways to do that. We can divide 2 divided by 5 would give us 0.4. I could have also said that 2/5 times 2 over 2 equals 4/10, which is the same as 0.4. Now to convert that to a percent format, I need to move the decimal point 2 places to the right, which means I need to add a 0 so I can do that, and we get 40%. Problem 10 says, what is 15% of 150? Literally 15%. Let's write that as a decimal. I dropped the percent sign and moved it 2 places to the left. Of means to multiply 150. When I do that math, I get the answer 22.5. Problem 11, 9 is what percent of 36? Okay, 9 is equals what percent, so I need a variable, what percent of 36. I'm putting that in parentheses. Remember that anything next to each other in math without a specific operation sign means multiplication is going on. And again, we haven't solved equations yet until another section, but I know that we need to divide both sides by 36 to get x percent all by itself on one side. So if I actually do that multiplication, I will come up with and to convert to a percent, I need to move 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. So the answer is 25%. 9 is 25% of 36. Problem 12 says, if the price goes from $250 to $275, what is the percent change? Well, remember the percent change is change divided by original. The change is the new price minus the old price. Oops. And the original was where it started at. 275 minus 250 is 25, divided by the original 250. When I do that division, I would find out that that is 0.10. And of course we can convert that to a percent, move it 2 places to the right, and add the percent sign. That's a 10% increase. Problem 13. If a county's sales tax goes from 7% to 8%, what is the nearest percent increase to the nearest percent? So again, change over original. That means we're going to take the new price, the new sales tax, minus the old one. And what I've done is I've taken 8% and converted it to a decimal, 0.08, and the same with 7%, 0.07. And we're going to divide that by the original, which is 0.07. That is. And when I do that math as well, I'm going to get, it's even longer than that, but I'm going to round to the nearest percent. The nearest percent is the nearest hundredth. I look over to this one, that's less than 5, so I'm going to keep it as 0.14, and they've asked us to do that as a percent, so move it 2 decimal places over and add the percent sign. It's 14%. This is one of my favorite questions because people think, oh, that's just a 1% increase in sales tax. No, it's not. If you understand percent change, you realize that that was a 14% increase in your sales tax. Finally, problem 14. How much do you save on a $200 television when you purchase it at a 25% off sale? So 25% off means that we're going to take that much subtracted from the original price. So we need to know what 25% of 200 is. 25% is written as a decimal as 0.25, taking this off, moving it 2 places to the left. Of means to multiply, and we're multiplying it by 200. When I do that math, I get 50. So we're going to save $50. The question might have asked me, how much will we pay? And in that case, we'll say, all right, how much would we pay? We're going to pay $150 for that TV.